Hi everyone, my name is Mara Miller. I'm an executive advisor as part of All Classical Portland's Recording Inclusivity Initiative, which supports and champions the works from composers from traditionally excluded communities in classical music. And I'm so grateful to be here with grantee, awardee, composer Jasmine Barnes.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes. Can you talk to us a little bit about your piece, Taking Names?
Yeah, Taking Names is a piece for soprano voice and piano, a bit of experimental piano techniques. We tried a few different things, actually experimenting with sound on the piece, as well as external knocking
There's a
on
golf
the piano.
ball
Yeah,
involved at
there's a
some
golf
point.
ball
Yeah.
With this piece, just different experimental techniques because the poem itself actually talks about Black girl magic as a actual tangible and realized thing, but in a way that questions like, what does that really mean? Well, one of the lines that I really love from the text is, "You think that Black girl magic was a disappearing act," and talking about how Black women are generally forgotten in movements like Black Lives Matter, generally forgotten in Say Their Names movements, things that women have actually pioneered. Most of these movements have been pioneered by Black women. It's interesting to see Black women so excluded. Kind of just erases things that has been traumatic, overall for, especially for myself being a Black woman. Like it's trauma building. Writing this piece really relieves so much of the. I wouldn't say relieved it, but it definitely helped with questioning society and like, you know, what does it mean to have Black women in your society, and what does that look like to you? What benefits have you received from that, and like how can you show up and support these women? Also the names mentioned in this poem, in this text, actually also uh, talks about Black trans women as well who've lost their lives, and it's alarmingly high.
Yeah.
Also generally erased from movements and notable mention. And then obviously most of these women, all of these women in this text did not receive justice, every last one. And I think that says quite a bit to our judicial system. It says quite a bit to how, these sensitive topics are handled and how people are remembered, especially for losing their lives innocently.
What keeps you able to keep being inspired and keep being creative?
I often think about myself as a child and just there was resource, but there wasn't resource, if that makes any sense. For instance, growing up, I participated in free dance classes, free acting classes, free violin lessons. I didn't continue that, but I wish I did. But everything was free, and this was in the city of Baltimore. My mom did not have money to, you know, buy lessons or purchase
Yeah.
lessons, and I think it's really cool that I was able to be a part of community-based things that actually were for kids like me to be involved in that. With that said, opera completely was just not accessible to my community. Classical music just really wasn't accessible to my community. There's so many different things that uh, I wish I had exposure, and I wish I had representation much younger, because I probably would be like, I don't know, I probably would have started sooner. I really didn't fully be I wasn't fully interested in music directly until college, and I'm grateful that I was like a sponge with everything. But uh, I I wonder who I could have been if I was exposed to that at 5 or 6 or so. And the reason why I like continue to do it even through traumatic things, and even writing about things that are traumatic. I keep doing it for representation. Like, I think the best activism is to be like in the spaces for young Black girls. And like for me personally, I think I want to be a part of history in that way that establishes spaces and, you know, comfortability and visibility for Black women to do more things in classical community, especially composition is a white male dominated field, honestly. And being Black and a woman is like it's almost like exact opposite of it. So it's like, it's just good to, it's good to be seen, and it's good to feel seen. And I think the younger that is possible, I think the better the world will be.